Hello and welcome back, people of Earth. So, as you can probably see, we're outside and it's a really hot day. It's about 32 degrees today. So I'm going to be showing you what I do with all my animals and like how I cool them down and everything. There's lots of different ways I cool them down and just odd bits and bobs that I need to do because it's such a hot day. So obviously one of the first things I do is check all the waters, which I've already done. I've already filled everything up because Sid, in a really hot day, he'd like to have a nice cool bath, and obviously all the animals need water on a really hot day. So I've done all that, but I'm going to be making some enrichment for the ferrets, just like some nice cold enrichment for them, and yeah. Alright, so for the ferrets, I've got like a little bowl and I'm going to go and get some ice. So you can kind of imagine what it is. I'm just going to put some ice in a bowl for them and they can play around with it, they can lick it, they can try and drink it. It's just going to be a little bit of enrichment for them, seeing as it's such a hot day and they are quite... well, they're obviously in the shade, but they still need a bit of something to keep them a bit cooler. So I've got my bowl of ice and I'm in the chicken enclosure, but the ferrets are in there. And I'm going to lift it up, put it in and see how they react. I think they're more interested in me with the ice. Belle's having a nice look at it. They're not sure what to make. There we go. I think Belle's found what the use is. She's starting to lick it. See, this will cool them down tremendously, but obviously, as you can see, Sandy and Niffler aren't that bothered. Also, while I'm near the chicken pen, there's something else that I need to do. I don't know if you can hear it throughout the videos or like see any of them, but there is flies absolutely everywhere. So I'm gonna like show you how to make like a DIY, do it yourself, like little fly catcher. I make one every year. They work really well in my opinion. So I like put like little steps on how to make it, and I'll show you how to do it. So to make this fly trap, you need 4 things: knife, empty bottle, and some string. The 4th thing is a bit of like raw meat, but I'll go and get that at the end, like with some water so you can put it in to attract the flies. So that's the list. I'm just gonna show you how to do it without talking. Done. That is literally all you need to do. So you take the cap off, you cut it just above halfway, stick the top bit in. It doesn't really need to be sealed tightly. Well, actually, before that, I nearly forgot about the string. So you want to put a couple of little holes. I think I've got the knife with the bluntest tip. Look at that. There's no tip to that. It's really sharp on the sides, but no bloody tip. So I'm gonna have to go and get a knife with a sharp tip. Got one. If you don't know how to use a knife, please like use parental guidance or something like that. But yeah, so on opposite sides you wanna poke 2 little holes, and then you thread the piece of string through those holes can tie it a little knot so it can't go back on itself, like that. Then you want the string to be attached completely, and the other side you thread it back, thread it through the other hole that you've made. Obviously, if you look on YouTube, I'm sure there are better fly traps, but in my opinion, this one's the best. Then you tie that side in a knot as well. And, put your knives aside so you don't cut yourself. Put the top on, push it down, and voila, you have a homemade fly trap. So what you have the string for is, I think that's a bit long, so I might cut that off, but you have the string to attach it onto a hook, so it hooks, because I've already got a hook, because I've used it for a couple of years. So you attach it on a hook, and then it just hangs off, and you put a bit of water in, and you put a bit of meat in it, and the flies will go mad. And by the end of like the summer, you'll have to empty it, and it will be thousands upon thousands of flies. So when I say it's the best, it's the best. So, there's my little hook. Hook it on like that, and that's it. There's your homemade... Alright mate. He's not the only one excited about the homemade fly trap. There's your homemade fly trap. Easy peasy. Right, so I'm going to head on and start cooling down some more animals. The chickens and ducks are quite difficult to cool down. Sometimes I give them a spray with a hose, but most of the time I just leave them. With the budgies and guinea pigs, I'm going to be giving them a little bit of watermelon. So I need to get the watermelon first, but I'm going to be giving them. But with the budgies as well, I also have a mister in my room, so I like to give them a little bit of a mist. But other than that, that's all the animals. So I will go and start cutting the watermelon up. Also, the animals in my room I don't really do anything with, because on a hot day, because they need the hot. But if it gets too hot, I turn everything off, except for the filters of the fish and the lights and stuff. But all the heat pads and heat lamps I turn off because it's just too hot. And Sheldon comes outside. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get the watermelon. You can see how that female's panting, that means she's way overheating. That's what I like to do, get the mister and just give them a nice rinse off. They may not like it, but well, they definitely don't like it, but it's good for them. There is also a ice water bottle in with the guinea pigs, so they can lie on it and like huddle up close to it to cool them down. As you can see, Pebbles has been on it because his fur is all wet. Time for feeding montage.